How to hack your brain for better focus. Are you tired of constant distractions pulling you away from what truly matters? In this audiobook, we'll reveal how to hack the brain's default mode network, helping you silence the mental noise and regain control of your focus. Discover the secrets to a clearer, more productive mind. In a world full of distractions, staying focused has become more challenging than ever. Our brain's default mode network often pulls us away from the present moment, leading to scattered thoughts and reduced productivity. In this audiobook, we'll explore how you can take control, hack your brain's natural tendencies, and sharpen your focus. Whether you're seeking to boost your productivity, stay present, or improve your creative thinking, this guide is here to help you reclaim your attention and get back on track. Focus points inside the audiobook. Understand the role of the default mode network (DMN) in focus and distraction. Learn practical strategies to quiet the DMN and improve concentration. Explore the benefits of mindfulness, focus work sessions, and physical activity. Discover how to balance intentional downtime with productive work. What you will learn. How mindfulness meditation can help quiet distractions and improve focus. Techniques like the Pomodoro method to stay engaged in your tasks. Why multitasking reduces your focus and how to avoid it. The secret to entering a flow state for deeper concentration. The importance of physical activity in improving mental clarity. How to strategically use downtime to foster creativity and avoid burnout. By the end of this audiobook, you'll have the tools to reclaim your focus and thrive in a world full of distractions. Focus point 1. Understand the role of the default mode network, DMN, in focus and distraction. The default mode network, DMN, is a crucial brain system responsible for introspective thinking, self-referential thoughts, and mind-wandering. Neuroscientists discovered this network in the early 2000s through brain imaging studies, noticing that specific brain regions became active when individuals were not focused on external tasks. These regions include the medial prefrontal cortex, posterior cingulate cortex, and angular gyrus, among others. When we're at rest, daydreaming, reflecting on memories, or thinking about the future, the DMN takes over. This explains why your mind drifts during repetitive activities like driving or washing dishes. In many ways, the DMN is valuable for creative thinking, problem-solving, and self-reflection, but it can also become a hindrance. When activated during times when focus is needed, such as studying, working, or paying attention in a meeting, the DMN can lead to distractions. The neuroscience behind the DMN. The DMN is typically contrasted with the task-positive network, TPN, which activates during tasks requiring focused attention, logic, and decision-making. When the TPN is active, the DMN tends to quiet down and vice versa. This seesaw-like relationship between the two networks explains why it's difficult to stay focused for long periods without mental drifting. Research conducted by Harvard University found that people spend nearly 47% of their waking hours with their minds wandering, often due to DMN activity. This habitual distraction can negatively affect productivity and happiness. According to the study, when the mind wanders, people report feeling less happy, regardless of the task at hand, highlighting the importance of controlling the DMN for better well-being. The role of DMN in creativity and problem-solving. Despite its reputation for causing distraction, the DMN plays a significant role in creativity. Albert Einstein famously remarked that his best ideas came during periods of relaxation or daydreaming, when his mind was not actively focused on solving a problem. Similarly, many creative breakthroughs occur during times of mental rest, when the DMN is allowed to connect distant ideas and insights in novel ways. The incubation effect in creativity, where stepping away from a problem leads to a sudden solution, is a result of DMN activation. However, this creativity comes at the cost of focus. In situations where sustained attention is needed, such as learning new information or completing a complex task, an overactive DMN can pull you into unproductive thoughts, delaying progress. Proven experiments and theories. In an experiment by Dr. Marcus Rakel at Washington University in St. Louis, researchers observed that even during seemingly inactive moments, the brain remains highly active in the DMN. This experiment led to the theory that the DMN is responsible for our mental autopilot, maintaining an inner dialogue, whether planning for the future or ruminating over past events. However, when engaged in focused tasks, such as solving math problems or reading, The TPN suppresses the DMN, which is key to maintaining concentration. Another experiment at Yale University suggested that excessive DMN activity is associated with conditions like anxiety and depression, where individuals often ruminate on negative thoughts. Therefore, learning how to regulate DMN activity not only improves focus, but can also positively affect mental health. Recommendations to regulate DMN activity for better focus. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness meditation helps train the brain to reduce DMN activity by teaching you to bring your focus back to the present moment. Start small with just a few minutes a day to build the habit. Use structured work intervals. Employ techniques like the Pomodoro method to prevent the DMN from taking over. Break work into focused intervals with short breaks, which helps reset the brain. Limit multitasking. Multitasking keeps the DMN active, as your brain struggles to switch between tasks. Focus on one task at a time to reduce distractions. Incorporate physical activity. Regular exercise has been shown to reduce DMN activity and increase cognitive flexibility, making it easier to focus and stay on task. By understanding how the DMN functions and actively working to regulate it, you can achieve greater focus, productivity, and mental clarity, while also tapping into the DMN's creative potential when needed. Focus point 2. Learn practical strategies to quiet the DMN and improve concentration. The default mode network, DMN, is often active when the mind is at rest, but in today's distraction-filled environment, this mind-wandering state can make it difficult to stay focused. Quieting the DMN requires intentional practices that engage other parts of the brain, particularly the task-positive network, TPN, responsible for goal-oriented focus and decision-making. Mindfulness meditation and its effects on the DMN. One of the most effective methods for quieting the DMN is mindfulness meditation. Mindfulness trains the brain to stay present by paying close attention to thoughts, sensations, and emotions without judgment. Over time, regular mindfulness practice helps to reduce DMN activity by teaching the mind to recognize when it's wandering and gently bringing attention back to the present. Studies conducted by Yale University found that experienced meditators had significantly lower DMN activity compared to non-meditators. These individuals also demonstrated an improved ability to stay focused on tasks and were less likely to ruminate on past or future events, one of the core functions of the DMN. The research highlights the neuroplasticity of the brain, showing that with practice, one can train the mind to reduce the frequency and intensity of mental distractions. The power of focus work sessions. Structured work sessions like the Pomodoro technique have been shown to improve concentration by creating a framework where short, intense periods of work are followed by brief breaks. During the 25-minute focus period, the brain is highly engaged in task-oriented activity, suppressing the DMN. The brief 5-minute breaks allow for mental relaxation without fully activating the DMN, keeping it in check. This method works because the brain operates best in cycles of deep focus and brief recovery. Neuroscience suggests that the brain's energy levels fluctuate over time, and focus work sessions align with these natural rhythms. After a period of sustained attention, the brain needs a short recovery period to restore its resources and maintain high levels of concentration throughout the day. Reducing multitasking and its role in distraction. Multitasking is one of the primary activities that keep the DMN engaged, as it forces the brain to constantly switch between tasks. Each switch reactivates the DMN, leading to fragmented attention. Dr. Clifford Nass, a researcher at Stanford University, conducted studies showing that people who frequently multitask are more prone to distraction and have difficulty filtering out irrelevant information, compared to those who focus on one task at a time. The research revealed that heavy multitaskers perform worse on tests that measure attention, memory, and the ability to switch between tasks effectively. This underscores the importance of single tasking, dedicating full attention to one task at a time. By doing so, you can reduce the mental burden on the brain and minimize the DMN's involvement in unrelated thoughts. Engaging in flow states to suppress the DMN. Flow, a concept developed by psychologist Mihai Csikszentmihalyi, refers to the mental state in which a person is fully immersed in an activity, experiencing both enjoyment and focused productivity. In this state, the DMN is almost entirely suppressed, allowing for deep concentration and creative thinking. Flow typically occurs when a task is challenging yet achievable, keeping the brain fully engaged without overwhelming it. The key to entering flow lies in finding a balance between challenge and skill. When a task is too easy, the DMN may re-emerge, pulling the mind toward boredom and distractions. Conversely, if a task is too difficult, stress and frustration may activate the DMN as well. Flow is often described as being in the zone, a state in which time seems to disappear and focus is at its peak. Cognitive breaks and restorative activities. While constant focus is ideal for productivity, it's also essential to give the brain adequate rest. Strategic breaks and restorative activities, such as a nature walk or light stretching, can help reset the brain without fully activating the DMN. Studies from the University of Michigan found that exposure to natural environments, even for a short time, reduces mental fatigue and enhances focus. These findings align with the attention restoration theory, ART, which suggests that mental breaks involving nature or non-demanding tasks restore the brain's capacity for sustained attention. The idea is to give the brain a break from task-oriented thinking without engaging the DMN in deep rumination or distraction. Recommendations to quiet the DMN for better focus. Practice daily mindfulness. Start with a short meditation routine to strengthen your ability to stay present. Over time, this will help reduce the frequency of mind wandering. Adopt focus work sessions. Use techniques like Pomodoro to structure your workday, keeping your brain engaged in short, manageable bursts of focused effort. Limit multitasking. Focus on one task at a time to avoid mental fatigue and distraction. Turn off unnecessary notifications or distractions in your environment. Seek flow state. Choose tasks that challenge but don't overwhelm you to enter a state of deep concentration where the DMN is naturally quieted. Take cognitive breaks. Incorporate restorative activities like walks in nature or light physical movement to refresh your brain without reactivating the DMN. By incorporating these strategies, you can effectively quiet the DMN, improving focus and productivity while reducing distractions. Focus point 3. Explore the benefits of mindfulness, focus work sessions, and physical activity. The interconnectedness of mindfulness, structured work, and physical activity offers a powerful strategy for enhancing focus and reducing the impact of the default mode network, DMN. Each practice plays a unique role in redirecting attention away from distractions and toward purposeful engagement, helping the brain maintain clarity and presence in an increasingly fragmented world. The power of mindfulness in sharpening focus. Mindfulness is the art of paying full attention to the present moment without judgment. It is a mental discipline that trains the brain to break free from habitual distractions by consciously noticing thoughts, feelings, and sensations. This practice is particularly effective at quieting the DMN, which is known for its tendency to pull us into daydreaming and mind-wandering. In a study conducted by Dr. Judson Brewer at Yale University, mindfulness practitioners showed decreased DMN activity compared to non-practitioners. The study also revealed that meditators had an increased ability to catch themselves when their minds began to wander, which allowed them to redirect their attention back to the present task more quickly. The benefits of mindfulness extend beyond just improved focus. Practicing mindfulness has been shown to reduce stress, improve emotional regulation, and enhance overall cognitive performance. Thich Nhat Hanh, the renowned Vietnamese Zen master, once said, "The present moment is the only time over which we have dominion." By anchoring the mind in the present, mindfulness helps prevent mental drift, fostering sustained attention in both work and daily life. Focus work sessions. Creating mental clarity. Breaking work into structured intervals, such as the Pomodoro technique, provides an effective way to enhance focus by leveraging the brain's natural rhythms. The Pomodoro technique involves working for 25 minutes followed by a 5-minute break. These focused intervals prevent the brain from becoming overwhelmed by long periods of unbroken concentration, which can trigger the DMN and lead to distractions. When using focus work sessions, the brain is able to stay engaged in task-positive activity for a defined period, knowing that a break is imminent. This prevents burnout and keeps the mind sharp throughout the day. Francesco Cirillo, the creator of the Pomodoro technique, found that people are more productive when they know there's a limit to their work session. The brief, intentional breaks give the mind a chance to recharge without fully slipping into the wandering state that the DMN thrives on. In a 2014 experiment published in the journal Cognition, researchers demonstrated that short, Frequent breaks during focus work improved participants' ability to maintain attention over extended periods. The study concluded that breaking tasks into chunks reduces mental fatigue, boosts productivity, and keeps the DMN from taking over. The role of physical activity in enhancing focus. Physical activity is another highly effective tool for managing the DMN and improving cognitive function. Exercise stimulates brain regions responsible for attention and memory, such as the prefrontal cortex and hippocampus, while also reducing the impact of the DMN. Movement increases blood flow and oxygen to the brain, resulting in improved mental clarity, creativity, and focus. Research conducted by Dr. John Ratey, author of Spark, The Revolutionary New Science of Exercise and the Brain, demonstrates that exercise has a profound effect on cognitive function. Ratey argues that regular physical activity is like miracle-grow for the brain, boosting the production of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, a protein that promotes the growth of new neurons and enhances cognitive performance. In Ratey's work, he highlights how exercise reduces anxiety and stress, common triggers of DMN activation, and improves focus by promoting neuroplasticity. Even short bursts of physical activity can have a significant impact on focus. A study from the University of Illinois found that just 20 minutes of moderate exercise improved participants' ability to concentrate on a demanding task immediately after the activity. This finding underscores the importance of integrating movement into daily routines to combat distraction and maintain high levels of focus. Synergy between mindfulness, focus work, and exercise. When combined, mindfulness, focus work sessions, and physical activity create a powerful synergy for improving focus and productivity. Each practice complements the other, contributing to a holistic approach to managing the DMN and fostering sustained concentration. Mindfulness strengthens the ability to stay present, reducing the likelihood of distractions. Focus work sessions create structured periods of engagement, helping the brain stay sharp while avoiding cognitive fatigue. Physical activity further enhances brain function by boosting blood flow, stimulating neurogenesis, and reducing stress. Together, these practices offer a comprehensive strategy for maintaining focus in a world full of distractions. Recommendations for improving focus through mindfulness, structured work, and exercise. Incorporate daily mindfulness practice. Dedicate at least 10 minutes each day to mindfulness meditation to train the brain to stay present and reduce DMN activity. Use the Pomodoro technique. Break work into 25-minute intervals with short breaks to maximize productivity and minimize distractions. Engage in regular physical activity. Aim for at least 20 to 30 minutes of moderate exercise each day to enhance cognitive function, improve focus, and reduce mental fatigue. Combine all three practices. Integrate mindfulness, structured work sessions, and physical activity into your daily routine for a balanced approach to improving focus and reducing distractions. By combining these practices, you can significantly reduce distractions caused by the DMN, sharpen your focus, and enhance overall cognitive performance in both personal and professional life. Focus point 4. Discover how to balance intentional downtime with productive work. In today's fast-paced world, the pressure to stay constantly productive often leads to burnout, fatigue, and reduced focus. While hard work and sustained attention are essential, balancing these with intentional downtime is crucial for maintaining long-term cognitive health and productivity. Downtime, when used effectively, not only restores mental energy but also fosters creativity and problem-solving by allowing the brain to process information subconsciously. The key is understanding how to make downtime intentional rather than letting the default mode network, DMN, dominate in unproductive ways. The importance of intentional downtime. Intentional downtime involves taking breaks with a purpose, allowing the brain to rest and recharge in a structured manner. Unlike mindless distractions or passive leisure activities, intentional breaks are designed to promote mental clarity and rejuvenation. Research in cognitive psychology shows that the brain works in cycles, alternating between periods of intense focus and mental recovery. Without adequate breaks, the brain becomes overloaded, leading to diminished concentration, decision-making errors, and increased DMN activity. The attention restoration theory, ART, developed by Rachel and Stephen Kaplan at the University of Michigan, supports the idea that intentional downtime is essential for cognitive recovery. ART suggests that when people engage in restorative activities, such as walking in nature or practicing a relaxing hobby, their directed attention can recover. This replenishment of mental resources enables them to return to tasks with a fresh mind and renewed focus. Research shows that people who take regular, intentional breaks are often more productive in the long run than those who try to push through long hours without rest. By strategically managing downtime, one can avoid the cognitive fatigue that leads to increased DMN activity and wandering thoughts. The DMN's role in creativity during downtime. Though the DMN is often associated with distraction, it can also be a source of creative thinking and problem-solving, especially during intentional downtime. When the brain is not focused on a specific task, the DMN connects various regions, allowing distant ideas and concepts to combine in novel ways. This is why many great ideas or insights come during moments of rest, such as showering, driving, or walking, times when the DMN is actively processing information in the background. Albert Einstein once remarked that he solves some of his greatest problems while daydreaming. This phenomenon is not unique to geniuses. The brain needs space to reflect and integrate information subconsciously. Studies in neuroscience indicate that when we engage in activities that don't require high-level cognitive focus, the DMN allows the mind to make unexpected connections, leading to aha moments or creative breakthroughs. However, this process only occurs when downtime is used intentionally, rather than allowing the mind to be consumed by mindless distractions, such as excessive scrolling on social media or binge-watching TV. The key to harnessing the DMN's creative potential lies in balancing downtime with structured, purposeful engagement. The pitfalls of unintentional distraction. When downtime is unstructured or filled with distracting activities, the brain does not get the rest it needs. In fact, this kind of unintentional downtime often leads to cognitive overload and mental fatigue, as the mind is never fully at rest. In a world dominated by digital distractions, it's easy to fall into the trap of constant low-level engagement, such as checking emails, browsing social media, or engaging in shallow entertainment, which overstimulates the DMN and prevents true mental recovery. Research conducted by Dr. Gloria Mark at the University of California, Irvine, shows that it takes an average of 23 minutes to refocus after a distraction. This constant interruption can keep the brain in a state of heightened DMN activity, leading to poor focus, decreased productivity, and higher stress levels. When people use unintentional distractions as a substitute for genuine rest, they miss out on the full benefits of downtime. How to use downtime effectively? The challenge is to use downtime in a way that allows for true cognitive restoration without succumbing to distractions that stimulate the DMN in unproductive ways. Activities that promote mental recovery often involve low-stimulus environments that allow the brain to wander freely without overwhelming it with new information. For example, walking in nature, engaging in creative hobbies, practicing mindfulness, or even taking a short nap can all help quiet the DMN in a beneficial way. These activities provide mental relaxation, while also offering space for creative thinking and subconscious problem-solving. In this way, intentional downtime serves two purposes. It gives the brain the rest it needs while also encouraging creative insights to emerge. The science behind nature and restorative breaks. Multiple studies have demonstrated that exposure to natural environments significantly enhances mental recovery. Research from the University of Exeter showed that spending time in green spaces improves mood and cognitive function, reducing the tendency of the DMN to wander toward negative or unproductive thoughts. Natural environments provide a restorative backdrop that allows the brain to unwind and recharge. In addition to nature, short naps have been shown to boost focus and cognitive performance. A study conducted by NASA on pilots and astronauts revealed that a 26-minute nap improved performance by 34% and alertness by 54%. This underscores the importance of short, intentional breaks, especially when they provide the brain with a genuine opportunity to rest. Recommendations for balancing intentional downtime with productive work. Take regular, short breaks. Use structured intervals like the Pomodoro technique to schedule breaks that promote mental recovery, rather than allowing distractions to take over. Engage in restorative activities. Use downtime for activities that promote cognitive recovery, such as walking in nature, engaging in light physical activity, or practicing mindfulness. Avoid digital distractions. Limit the use of devices during breaks to prevent overstimulation and give the brain the opportunity to fully rest. Allow time for creative daydreaming. Create space in your routine for low-stress activities that encourage creative thinking without overwhelming the brain. Incorporate movement into breaks. Use physical movement, such as stretching or walking, to help reset the brain and reduce mental fatigue. By balancing productive work with intentional downtime, you can enhance focus, prevent burnout, and harness the brain's creative potential. How mindfulness meditation can help quiet distractions and improve focus. Mindfulness meditation is a powerful tool for quieting distractions and improving focus. At its core, mindfulness involves paying attention to the present moment, acknowledging thoughts, sensations, and emotions without judgment. This simple yet profound practice can reshape how the brain processes distractions, leading to enhanced mental clarity and sustained attention. The science of mindfulness and focus. Mindfulness meditation works by training the brain to be more aware of its mental patterns. When you meditate, you often focus on your breath, a sensation, or a point of concentration. As distractions arise, whether internal thoughts or external stimuli, the practice encourages recognizing them without getting caught up in them, and then gently returning attention to the present task. Over time, this retraining reduces the brain's habitual response to distractions, making it easier to maintain focus. Neuroscientific research, including studies by Dr. Sarah Lazar at Harvard University, shows that mindfulness meditation can physically change the brain. It strengthens the prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for decision-making, attention, and self-regulation, while reducing activity in the amygdala, the brain's center for stress and emotional reactions. By doing so, mindfulness helps build cognitive resilience, making it easier to stay calm and focused when faced with distractions. How mindfulness reduces default mode network activity. The default mode network, DMN, which is responsible for mind-wandering and self-referential thinking, often pulls attention away from tasks and toward distractions. This is particularly problematic when trying to focus, as the DMN encourages the brain to drift into unrelated thoughts or concerns. Mindfulness meditation has been shown to reduce DMN activity. A 2011 study from Yale University found that experienced meditators had significantly less DMN activity during rest, and when their minds did wander, they were more aware of it and able to bring their focus back to the present. This awareness, cultivated through meditation, creates a mental muscle that allows individuals to notice when their attention drifts and quickly refocus on the task at hand, reducing emotional reactivity and cognitive overload. In addition to improving attention, mindfulness meditation helps reduce emotional reactivity, which is another common source of distraction. When we are emotionally reactive, whether from stress, frustration, or anxiety, our focus is often scattered as we mentally replay past events or worry about future ones. This emotional turmoil can hijack cognitive resources, leading to impaired focus. Mindfulness teaches non-reactivity, allowing people to observe their emotional responses without getting swept away by them. By practicing mindfulness regularly, individuals learn to create a buffer between stimulus and response, which helps prevent emotional distractions from derailing concentration. As Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor and psychiatrist, famously said, "Between stimulus and response there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response." Cognitive benefits of regular mindfulness practice. The cognitive benefits of mindfulness meditation extend beyond just reducing distractions. Regular practice enhances working memory, attention span, and mental clarity. Catherine McLean, a researcher at the University of California, found that even short-term mindfulness training improved participants' ability to focus and maintain attention for extended periods, particularly on demanding cognitive tasks. Mindfulness also strengthens metacognition, the ability to observe and regulate one's thought processes. This awareness helps individuals notice when distractions arise, allowing them to consciously steer their focus back to the task, rather than being swept along by distractions. Practical application of mindfulness in daily life. Mindfulness meditation doesn't require long, uninterrupted sessions to be effective. Even a few minutes of practice each day can make a significant difference in how well you manage distractions. For example, a simple technique is to take short mindfulness breaks during the day, focusing on your breath for a minute or two when you feel your attention waning. This can reset your mind and improve concentration when returning to tasks. Recommendations for using mindfulness to improve focus. Start with short sessions. Begin with 5 to 10 minutes of mindfulness meditation daily, focusing on your breath and gently returning your attention when distractions arise. Use mindfulness breaks. Incorporate mindfulness during breaks throughout the day to reset your focus and clear mental clutter. Cultivate non-judgmental awareness. When distractions or emotions arise, observe them without judgment, and practice letting them pass without engaging. Be consistent. Like any skill, mindfulness improves with regular practice, so make it a consistent part of your routine. By incorporating mindfulness meditation into daily life, you can train your mind to reduce distractions, strengthen focus, and achieve greater clarity in both work and personal tasks. Techniques like the Pomodoro method to stay engaged in your tasks. The Pomodoro technique is a time management strategy that helps maintain focus and productivity by breaking work into manageable intervals, typically 25 minutes long, followed by short breaks. This technique helps prevent mental fatigue, sustains concentration, and minimizes distractions. Here's a deeper look into how it works, why it's effective, and other complementary strategies that can help keep you engaged with your tasks. How the Pomodoro technique works. Developed by Francesco Cirillo in the late 1980s, the Pomodoro technique gets its name from the tomato-shaped kitchen timer Cirillo, used during his university studies. The method is simple but highly effective. Choose a task. Select a task you want to focus on. Set a timer for 25 minutes. This period of focus work is called a Pomodoro. Work on the task. Focus entirely on the task without distractions until the timer goes off. Take a short break 5 minutes after completing one Pomodoro. Take a short break to rest your mind. Repeat the cycle. After 4 Pomodoros, take a longer break 15 to 30 minutes to recharge. The intervals of focus work, paired with brief breaks, help keep your mind fresh, preventing cognitive fatigue that often comes from long, unbroken periods of concentration. By knowing a break is just around the corner, the brain feels less overwhelmed, and the motivation to stay engaged increases. Why the Pomodoro technique is effective. The Pomodoro technique taps into several psychological principles that enhance focus and productivity. Task chunking. Breaking tasks into smaller, time-bound intervals makes overwhelming projects feel more manageable. By focusing on just 25 minutes at a time, even the most complex task seems doable. Clear boundaries. The timer creates a clear beginning and end for each work period, helping the brain stay focused on a specific task. This structure reduces mental wandering, as the brain knows it only needs to maintain concentration for a limited time. Flow state facilitation. The Pomodoro technique can help you enter a flow state, a state of deep concentration where distractions are minimized and productivity soars. The time constraints encourage a sense of urgency, helping you focus entirely on the task at hand. Cognitive breaks. Frequent short breaks allow the brain to reset. Research shows that regular breaks can prevent mental burnout, refresh creativity, and improve memory consolidation. The University of Illinois found that taking short, regular breaks during work actually increases productivity and attention span. Reduce procrastination. Knowing that you only need to work for 25 minutes can make starting a task less daunting. The brief, timed sessions prevent procrastination, as the brain is more likely to engage when it knows the effort required is temporary. Variations and adaptations of the Pomodoro technique. While the traditional Pomodoro consists of 25-minute work periods and 5-minute breaks, you can adjust these intervals to suit your work style. Longer Pomodoros. For tasks that require extended focus, try 45 to 50-minute work intervals with 10 to 15-minute breaks. This is sometimes called the 90-20 rule, based on the principle that humans can focus intently for about 90 minutes before needing a break. Shorter Pomodoros. If you're struggling to concentrate, start with shorter work intervals of 10 to 15 minutes, gradually increasing them as your focus improves. Complementary techniques to stay engaged. Along with the Pomodoro technique, several other strategies can further enhance your ability to stay engaged with your tasks. 1. Time blocking. Time blocking involves scheduling specific periods throughout your day for particular tasks or activities. This method complements the Pomodoro technique by designating clear windows of time for deep work, meetings, or relaxation. By allocating time in advance, You ensure that your day has a balanced rhythm of productivity and rest. 2. Eisenhower Matrix. The Eisenhower Matrix helps prioritize tasks by categorizing them into 4 quadrants based on urgency and importance. Urgent and important. Important but not urgent. Urgent but not important. Neither urgent nor important. By focusing on the tasks in the important but not urgent quadrant, you can prevent distractions caused by constantly reacting to urgent but unimportant tasks. 3. 2-minute rule. The 2-minute rule, popularized by David Allen in Getting Things Done, suggests that if a task takes less than 2 minutes to complete, do it immediately. This eliminates small distractions from accumulating and reduces task switching, which can break focus. 4. Task batching. Grouping similar tasks together reduces the cognitive load required to switch between different types of activities. For example, batch emails, administrative work, and phone calls into specific periods so you aren't interrupting deeper work with these tasks. 5. Deep work sessions. Proposed by Cal Newport in Deep Work, this technique involves scheduling uninterrupted blocks of time, 1 to 2 hours, for activities requiring intense concentration. While this is similar to Pomodoro, the key difference is the duration and the emphasis on minimizing all distractions during these sessions. Recommendations for using the Pomodoro technique and complementary strategies. Start with traditional Pomodoro intervals. Begin with 25 minutes of work followed by 5-minute breaks to get used to the rhythm of focus sessions and frequent short rests. Adjust intervals to suit your work. Modify the length of Pomodoros depending on the task's complexity and your ability to stay focused. Use time blocking. Schedule Pomodoro sessions during times of the day when your focus is highest, and block out distractions by designating specific tasks for those periods. Incorporate task batching. Group similar tasks into one session to minimize context switching and maximize efficiency. Prioritize with the Eisenhower Matrix. Use this matrix to focus on important tasks during Pomodoro sessions and avoid getting bogged down by distractions. The Pomodoro technique, when combined with these strategies, provides a comprehensive approach to staying engaged in your tasks while preventing burnout. It leverages structured time, mental breaks, and focus work to improve productivity and maintain high levels of concentration. Why multitasking reduces your focus and how to avoid it. Multitasking, while often perceived as a sign of productivity, actually reduces focus, hampers efficiency, and leads to cognitive overload. Research shows that the human brain is not designed to handle multiple tasks simultaneously, especially those that require focused attention. Instead, it switches rapidly between tasks, resulting in divided attention and reduced cognitive performance. Why multitasking reduces focus. Cognitive limitations of the brain's prefrontal cortex, responsible for attention, decision-making, and problem-solving, can focus effectively on only one complex task at a time. When we try to multitask, the brain struggles to handle multiple streams of information simultaneously, leading to reduced efficiency in both tasks. This is because multitasking forces the brain to switch between tasks, rather than processing them in parallel. Every time we shift focus, there is a cognitive cost associated with reorienting to the new task, leading to slower completion times and more errors. A study by Stanford University found that people who consider themselves proficient multitaskers actually performed worse on tests of attention and memory than those who focused on one task at a time. Their ability to filter out irrelevant information was also impaired, meaning they were more prone to distractions. Task switching leads to mental fatigue. Every time the brain switches between tasks, there is a temporary drop in focus and productivity, often called switching costs. According to Dr. David Meyer, a cognitive scientist at the University of Michigan, switching between tasks can take up to 40% longer than focusing on one task at a time. This continuous back and forth creates mental fatigue, depleting cognitive resources more quickly than sustained attention on a single task. Cognitive psychologist John Medina explains in his book Brain Rules that multitasking reduces the brain's ability to focus, making it harder to engage deeply with tasks. The brain takes time to reset every time it switches tasks, leading to slower overall performance and a diminished ability to retain information. Increased stress and decreased satisfaction. Multitasking also increases stress levels, as the brain is constantly juggling multiple demands. This overstimulation activates the stress response in the brain, leading to higher levels of cortisol, the stress hormone, which further impairs focus and decision-making. Over time, this stress can contribute to burnout and mental exhaustion. Studies suggest that multitasking not only decreases productivity, but also reduces satisfaction with the quality of work. People who multitask often feel like they are constantly busy, but have little to show for it, leading to frustration and lower work satisfaction. Impaired memory and learning. Multitasking diminishes the brain's ability to encode information into long-term memory. Since attention is divided, the brain cannot fully process and store information, resulting in shallow learning. This is why students or professionals who attempt to multitask during important activities, like studying, meetings, or deep work, often retain less information and struggle to recall key details later. Cognitive neuroscience research shows that the hippocampus, the brain's region responsible for memory formation, functions best when focus is singular. When multitasking, the brain tends to offload information to the striatum, a brain region associated with habit and procedural tasks, which is less effective at encoding details and deep learning. How to avoid multitasking and stay focused. Practice single-tasking. Focus on one task at a time, giving it your full attention until it's completed, or until you reach a natural stopping point. By practicing single-tasking, you can train your brain to concentrate deeply, improving both efficiency and the quality of your work. Use tools like the Pomodoro technique to break tasks into manageable intervals, encouraging sustained focus without burnout. Prioritize tasks using the Eisenhower matrix. Prioritize tasks based on their urgency and importance. Focus on high-priority tasks first, ensuring that they receive your full attention. Avoid jumping between low-importance tasks or multitasking between tasks that don't require immediate attention. Limit distractions. Create a work environment that minimizes distractions. Close unnecessary tabs, silence notifications, and set boundaries around when and where you check email or social media. Even brief interruptions can disrupt focus, forcing your brain to switch tasks and lose momentum. Batch similar tasks. Task batching is an effective way to minimize the mental load of switching between different types of tasks. Group similar activities like responding to emails, making phone calls, or administrative work, and complete them in a single session. This reduces the cognitive strain of transitioning between unrelated tasks. Set clear goals and time blocks. Setting clear, time-bound goals for specific tasks can help you stay focused and avoid multitasking. Use time-blocking techniques to allocate specific periods of your day to different tasks, ensuring that each task gets the attention it needs without overlapping with others. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness meditation trains the brain to stay present and aware, reducing the tendency to multitask or become distracted. By practicing mindfulness regularly, you can enhance your ability to maintain focus on a single task for extended periods. Turn off notifications. Digital distractions, like smartphone alerts and pop-up notifications, are significant contributors to multitasking. Turn off unnecessary notifications or use apps that limit distractions during focus work sessions. Even a brief glance at a message can derail focus, as the brain needs time to refocus on the original task. Avoid task switching. Whenever you feel tempted to switch between tasks, take a brief pause and remind yourself of the cost of task switching. This mental reset helps bring attention back to the current task, encouraging sustained focus rather than engaging in multitasking. Final thoughts. Multitasking is a productivity myth that reduces focus, increases stress, and leads to cognitive fatigue. By embracing single tasking, prioritizing tasks, and minimizing distractions, you can significantly improve your ability to stay engaged and perform at a higher level. The secret to entering a flow state. For deeper concentration. The secret to entering a flow state, a state of deep concentration and effortless focus, lies in understanding the psychological conditions that trigger this heightened state of mind and intentionally creating an environment conducive to it. Flow, a concept popularized by psychologist Mihai Csikszentmihalyi, occurs when you are so fully absorbed in a task that everything else fades into the background, time seems to fly, and your performance is at its peak. Conditions for entering a flow state. Flow doesn't happen by accident. It's the result of specific conditions that align your mental state with the task at hand. These conditions include clear goals and purpose. Flow is more likely to occur when you have a clear understanding of what you need to achieve. Having specific, meaningful goals helps your brain focus on the task without ambiguity or confusion. For example, athletes, musicians, or professionals report flow most often when they have a clear objective, like finishing a race, completing a musical piece, or solving a complex problem. When your goals are well defined, the mind can direct all its energy toward achieving them. Challenge skill balance. Flow emerges when there is a perfect balance between the difficulty of the task and your skill level. If the task is too easy, you become bored. If it's too hard, you become anxious. Flow occurs in that sweet spot where the challenge stretches your abilities just enough to engage you, but not overwhelm you. Csikszentmihalyi's research found that individuals are most likely to experience flow when they are working on tasks that match their skill level, but push them slightly beyond their comfort zone. In other words, flow thrives in situations of optimal challenge. Focused attention. To enter flow, you must eliminate distractions and maintain complete focus on the task. Distractions, whether external, noise, interruptions, or internal worry, stress, pull you out of flow. Deep concentration allows you to fully engage with the task and prevents your mind from wandering. Studies have shown that when people are in flow, the brain enters a theta state, associated with deep focus and creativity, and the prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for self-reflection and future planning, becomes less active. This reduced activity, known as transient hypofrontality, helps you stay in the moment, fully absorbed by the task at hand. Immediate feedback. Flow is enhanced when you receive immediate feedback on your performance. This feedback can come from the task itself, e.g., making progress on a challenging puzzle, or from an external source, e.g., feedback from a coach or colleague. Immediate feedback helps you stay engaged and adjust your actions in real time, keeping you in the flow loop. Loss of self-consciousness. When in flow, you are so immersed in the activity that your sense of self and worries about external judgment fade away. This loss of self-consciousness allows for complete absorption in the task, reducing internal distractions like self-doubt or fear of failure. Many artists, athletes, and writers describe this sensation as being in the zone, where their awareness of themselves as performers fades, and they become one with the task. This immersion enhances both enjoyment and performance. Sense of control. While you may be pushing your limits during flow, there is still a sense of control over the outcome. You feel confident in your abilities to meet the challenge, even if it's difficult. This balance of challenge and control enhances engagement and focus. Techniques to enter and sustain flow. Set clear, specific goals to enter a flow state. It's essential to define your goals before starting a task. Whether you're writing, coding, or practicing a sport, be specific about what you want to achieve in that session. These goals don't have to be monumental. They can be as simple as completing a section of a project or improving a skill by a certain percentage. What matters is clarity and direction. Find the optimal challenge. Flow requires tasks that are neither too easy nor too hard. To find that balance, break larger projects into smaller, more manageable tasks that are challenging enough to engage your brain, but not so overwhelming that they induce stress or anxiety. If a task feels too easy, consider adding elements to make it more complex or time-bound to maintain your focus. For example, if you're a writer, set a goal to write 1,000 words in 1 hour. If you're learning a musical instrument, aim to play a difficult piece without mistakes. These goals should be achievable, but also push you slightly beyond your current abilities. Eliminate distractions. Distractions are the enemy of flow. To reach a deep state of concentration, you need to eliminate anything that could pull your attention away from the task. This means turning off phone notifications, closing unnecessary browser tabs, and finding a quiet place to work. Set aside specific time blocks for uninterrupted work, during which you commit to focusing solely on the task at hand. Environmental factors also play a crucial role. Find a setting that helps you concentrate, whether it's a quiet room, a library, or even a coffee shop where background noise can act as a white noise that blocks out other distractions. Use the Pomodoro technique or time blocking. While flow can last for hours once achieved, it often requires a push to get started. The Pomodoro technique, working for 25-minute intervals followed by short breaks, can help initiate flow by breaking the task into focused segments. Once you're absorbed in the work, you may not need the breaks and can continue working seamlessly. Alternatively, time blocking specific periods in your day for deep work can prime you for flow. Setting aside dedicated time for focus work helps signal to your brain that it's time to concentrate. Track progress with immediate feedback. Immediate feedback is key to maintaining flow. If your task provides direct results, such as seeing words fill a page, solving a puzzle, or improving performance on a skill, use those as checkpoints. If the feedback isn't immediate, create it yourself by setting mini goals along the way and evaluating your progress. Keeping a journal or checklist where you track progress can serve as a feedback mechanism, giving you the satisfaction of accomplishment as you meet your goals, which keeps motivation high. Minimize self-criticism. Self-doubt or self-consciousness can quickly pull you out of flow. To maintain immersion, practice focusing solely on the task at hand without overanalyzing your performance or worrying about mistakes. Flow thrives on action rather than reflection, so adopt a mindset of trust in your abilities, knowing that you can adjust and improve as you progress. Use rituals to signal focus. Many high achievers use pre-task rituals to signal to their brain that it's time for deep focus. This might involve a specific routine, such as brewing a cup of tea, stretching, or listening to a particular song before starting work. These rituals help create a mental shift, easing the transition into flow. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness meditation helps train the brain to stay present and focused. Regular mindfulness practice strengthens attention and self-awareness, two critical factors for entering flow. By learning to observe and manage distractions, you improve your ability to concentrate fully on tasks, paving the way for flow. Recommendations for entering a flow state. Set specific, challenging goals to direct your attention and motivation. Find a balance between challenge and skill to keep yourself engaged without feeling overwhelmed. Eliminate all distractions from your environment and focus on a single task. Use the Pomodoro technique or block out dedicated time for deep, uninterrupted work. Focus on immediate feedback and monitor your progress as you work. Minimize self-consciousness and avoid overthinking your performance while working. Use pre-task rituals to mentally prepare yourself for flow. By aligning your goals, environment, and mindset with the conditions for flow, you can regularly tap into this powerful state of focus, increasing both productivity and personal satisfaction. The importance of physical activity in improving mental clarity. Physical activity plays a crucial role in enhancing mental clarity and cognitive function. The benefits extend beyond just physical health, significantly impacting mental processes such as focus, memory, and overall cognitive performance. Understanding how exercise influences the brain and integrating regular physical activity into your routine can lead to improved mental clarity and overall well-being. How physical activity enhances mental clarity. Increased blood flow to the brain. Physical activity boosts blood circulation throughout the body, including the brain. This increased blood flow delivers more oxygen and nutrients to brain cells, which is essential for optimal brain function. Regular exercise has been shown to enhance cerebral blood flow, particularly in areas involved in memory, attention, and problem-solving. Dr. John Ratey, a clinical professor of psychiatry at Harvard Medical School, highlights in his book Spark, the revolutionary new science of exercise and the brain, that exercise leads to increased levels of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF. BDNF is a protein that supports brain health by promoting the growth of new neurons and protecting existing ones, which improves cognitive functions like learning and memory. Reduction of stress and anxiety. Exercise helps regulate the body's stress response system. Physical activity increases the production of endorphins, the body's natural mood elevators, which reduce feelings of stress and anxiety. Lower stress levels lead to clearer thinking and better focus, as chronic stress is known to impair cognitive function and memory. Studies indicate that regular physical activity can reduce levels of cortisol, the stress hormone, and mitigate the impact of stress on the brain. For instance, research from the University of California, San Diego, found that moderate-intensity aerobic exercise significantly decreases cortisol levels, leading to improved mood and cognitive function. Enhanced neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity refers to the brain's ability to adapt and reorganize itself by forming new neural connections. Regular physical activity has been shown to enhance neuroplasticity, which supports learning, memory, and cognitive flexibility. Exercise stimulates the release of neurotrophic factors like BDNF, which promote the growth and maintenance of brain cells. Research conducted by Dr. Arthur Kramer and colleagues at the University of Illinois demonstrated that aerobic exercise, such as walking or running, leads to improvements in memory and cognitive performance, partly due to its effects on neuroplasticity. This improved brain adaptability contributes to clearer and more flexible thinking. Improved sleep quality. Physical activity can positively affect sleep quality. Better sleep enhances cognitive function, including attention, memory, and problem-solving abilities. Exercise helps regulate the sleep-wake cycle and promotes deeper, more restorative sleep. Dr. Matthew Walker, a sleep scientist and author of Why We Sleep, notes that exercise increases the duration of slow-wave sleep, the most restorative phase of sleep. Improved sleep quality facilitates better brain function and mental clarity by allowing the brain to consolidate memories and process information effectively. Increased energy levels. Regular physical activity boosts overall energy levels and reduces feelings of fatigue. This increased energy translates into improved mental alertness and cognitive performance. Exercise stimulates the production of mitochondria, the energy-producing units within cells, enhancing overall stamina and mental clarity. According to a study published in the Journal of Clinical Psychiatry, individuals with chronic fatigue who engaged in regular physical activity reported significant improvements in their energy levels and cognitive function. The boost in energy helps maintain mental focus and clarity throughout the day. Enhanced mood and cognitive function. Exercise has a profound impact on mood, reducing symptoms of depression and anxiety, which in turn improves cognitive function. The positive effects on mood and emotional well-being are linked to improved concentration and mental clarity. Dr. James Blumenthal and colleagues at Duke University found that regular exercise led to significant improvements in mood and cognitive function among individuals with major depressive disorder. The increased production of endorphins and other neurotransmitters positively affects cognitive processes, contributing to clearer thinking. Recommendations for leveraging physical activity to improve mental clarity. Engage in regular aerobic exercise. Activities like walking, jogging, cycling, or swimming improve blood flow to the brain and enhance cognitive function. Aim for at least 150 minutes of moderate-intensity aerobic exercise per week. Incorporate strength training, including strength training exercises, such as weightlifting or resistance exercises, complements aerobic activity and supports overall brain health. Aim for at least 2 days per week of strength training. Practice mind-body exercises. Activities like yoga and Tai Chi combine physical movement with mindfulness, reducing stress and enhancing cognitive function. Incorporate these practices into your routine to promote mental clarity and emotional well-being. Set a consistent exercise routine. Establish a regular exercise schedule to reap the long-term benefits of physical activity. Consistency is key to maintaining improved mental clarity and cognitive function. Stay hydrated and eat a balanced diet. Proper hydration and nutrition support optimal brain function. Ensure you are drinking enough water and consuming a balanced diet rich in nutrients that support brain health, such as omega-3 fatty acids, antioxidants, and vitamins. Monitor and adjust exercise intensity. Pay attention to how different intensities of exercise affect your mental clarity and adjust your routine accordingly. Finding the right balance of intensity and duration can maximize cognitive benefits and overall well-being. Integrate physical activity throughout the day. Incorporate movement into your daily routine, such as taking breaks for short walks, using a standing desk, or engaging in light stretching. Even small amounts of physical activity can boost mental clarity and energy levels. By understanding and harnessing the connection between physical activity and mental clarity, you can significantly enhance your cognitive performance, reduce stress, and improve overall well-being. Regular exercise serves as a powerful tool for optimizing brain function and maintaining mental sharpness. How to strategically use downtime to foster creativity and avoid burnout. Strategically using downtime to foster creativity and avoid burnout involves intentional practices that allow you to recharge, stimulate your creative thinking, and maintain a balanced workload. Downtime is an essential component of productivity, not just a break from work, but an opportunity to refresh and rejuvenate. Here's how you can leverage downtime effectively. Strategies for using downtime to foster creativity and avoid burnout. Engage in creative activities. Use downtime to engage in activities that stimulate your creativity and allow for self-expression. This could include hobbies like drawing, writing, playing a musical instrument, or any activity that sparks your imagination. Examples: journaling. Regularly writing in a journal can help clarify your thoughts, spark new ideas, and reflect on personal and professional experiences. Exploring new interests. Try a new creative pursuit, such as painting or crafting, which can provide fresh perspectives and inspire new ideas. Benefits. Creative activities during downtime can rejuvenate your mind, leading to increased problem-solving skills and innovative thinking when you return to work. Practice mindfulness and meditation. Downtime is an excellent opportunity to practice mindfulness or meditation, which can reduce stress, enhance focus, and foster a sense of calm. These practices help clear your mind, improve emotional resilience, and encourage creative thinking. Examples: mindfulness meditation. Spend 10 to 15 minutes daily practicing mindfulness meditation to increase awareness and presence. Deep breathing exercises. Use deep breathing techniques to relax and reduce tension, promoting a more creative mindset. Benefits. Regular mindfulness practices can lead to improved mental clarity and creativity by reducing stress and enhancing cognitive flexibility. Take nature breaks. Spending time in nature can provide a mental reset and stimulate creativity. Nature has been shown to have restorative effects, reducing mental fatigue and boosting cognitive function. Examples: walking in the park. Take a leisurely walk in a nearby park or natural setting to clear your mind and gain new insights. Gardening. Engaging in gardening or outdoor activities allows for relaxation and connection with nature. Benefits. Exposure to natural environments can lead to increased creativity, improved mood, and a greater sense of well-being. Pursue learning and personal growth. Use downtime to engage in learning activities that can contribute to your personal and professional growth. This could include reading books, taking online courses, or attending workshops. Examples: reading. Explore books or articles related to your field of interest or other topics that intrigue you. Skill development. Enroll in online courses or attend workshops to learn new skills or deepen existing knowledge. Benefits. Continuous learning during downtime can lead to new insights, enhance problem-solving abilities, and prevent stagnation. Set boundaries and schedule breaks. Establish clear boundaries between work and personal time to prevent burnout. Schedule regular breaks and ensure that you have dedicated downtime to recharge. Examples: Pomodoro technique. Use the Pomodoro technique to structure work intervals and breaks, ensuring you take regular pauses to avoid overworking. Daily routines. Incorporate scheduled breaks into your daily routine to ensure consistent downtime. Benefits. Structured breaks and boundaries help maintain a healthy work-life balance, reduce stress, and prevent burnout. Reflect and reevaluate goals. Use downtime to reflect on your goals, achievements, and challenges. This reflective practice can provide clarity on your priorities and inspire new creative directions. Examples: goal review. Assess your progress towards personal and professional goals and adjust your strategies as needed. Vision board. Create or update a vision board to visualize your aspirations and motivate yourself. Benefits. Regular reflection helps realign your goals with your values, inspiring creativity and maintaining motivation. Engage in physical activity. Physical exercise during downtime not only improves physical health, but also boosts mental clarity and creativity. Exercise releases endorphins, which enhance mood and cognitive function. Examples: regular workouts. Incorporate activities like running, cycling, or yoga into your routine to stay physically and mentally fit. Active breaks. Use short breaks to stretch, walk, or engage in quick exercises. Benefits. Regular physical activity can enhance brain function, creativity, and overall well-being. Connect with others. Use downtime to connect with friends, family, or colleagues. Social interactions can provide support, new perspectives, and inspiration. Examples: networking events. Attend social or professional networking events to expand your connections and gain new insights. Social hobbies. Participate in group activities or clubs related to your interests. Benefits. Meaningful social interactions can lead to new ideas, reduce stress, and provide valuable support. Recommendations for maximizing downtime. Identify personal interests. Choose activities that genuinely interest and inspire you, rather than forcing yourself into activities that feel like additional work. Create a downtime plan. Schedule specific times for creative activities, learning, and relaxation to ensure you make the most of your downtime. Balance work and rest. Strive for a balance between productive work and restful downtime to maintain long-term productivity and creativity. Monitor stress levels. Pay attention to signs of burnout and adjust your schedule as needed to incorporate adequate downtime and self-care. By strategically using downtime to engage in creative activities, practice mindfulness, and maintain a healthy work-life balance, you can foster creativity, enhance mental clarity, and avoid burnout. Downtime, when used effectively, becomes a powerful tool for personal and professional growth. As we wrap up this audiobook, let's reflect on the powerful strategies we've explored to enhance mental clarity, creativity, and overall well-being. Each focus point has provided valuable insights into optimizing your cognitive performance and maintaining a balanced life. Firstly, we discussed how to harness downtime effectively. By engaging in creative activities, practicing mindfulness, and pursuing personal growth, you can use your downtime to stimulate creativity and avoid burnout. Embrace activities that inspire you and balance work with rest to maintain long-term productivity. Secondly, we explored the importance of physical activity. Regular exercise enhances mental clarity by boosting blood flow to the brain, reducing stress, and improving sleep quality. Incorporate aerobic and strength training exercises into your routine to keep your mind sharp and focused. Thirdly, we examined the impact of mindfulness meditation on quieting distractions and improving focus. Mindfulness practices help you stay present, manage stress, and foster a clearer, more engaged mindset. Regular meditation can be a cornerstone of maintaining mental clarity and creativity. Fourthly, we looked at the Pomodoro technique and other time management strategies. Using techniques like time blocking helps maintain focus and manage tasks effectively, preventing burnout and keeping your productivity levels high. Lastly, we covered the importance of avoiding multitasking and the benefits of entering a flow state. Concentrate on single tasks to achieve deeper focus and higher quality work, and create conditions that encourage a state of flow for optimal performance. Recommendations for enhancing your mental clarity and creativity. Engage in creative and enjoyable activities during downtime. Practice mindfulness and meditation to reduce stress and improve focus. Incorporate regular physical exercise to boost cognitive function and overall health. Use time management techniques like the Pomodoro technique to stay on track and prevent burnout. Avoid multitasking and strive to enter a flow state for deeper concentration and productivity. Thank you for joining me on this journey to unlocking your mental potential. Your support means a lot, and if you found this audiobook valuable, please consider liking and subscribing to the MediaDeem YouTube channel. Remember, listening to these audiobooks is a fantastic way to improve your English language skills. The more you listen, the better you speak. Keep listening, keep learning, and keep growing.